You know what? It's really the snaps. The snapping, he's got to take up big. There's Mozzie going up against Tyler Smith. Yeah, Eric's got eyes on Eric.
Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy, Ashton Jackson, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys' first padded practice. I'm going to be talking about some very nice topics today, like Guyton versus Micah. That was a hell of a showing today. Seeing them, I saw two clips of them going at it. A. Thomas got a pick today. It was a lot of good reps today, and I'm proud of a lot of dudes. So before we come to the video, I would appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share my video with anyone who you think will enjoy my content, man. But for me, the first thing I'm going to really go into that I'm really proud of right now is Tyler Guyton, man. And I'm going to talk about how really just I wasn't really too fond of the pick when we drafted him. If I'm being for real, what made that pick for me more intriguing was that we traded back down 3 spots and with the Detroit Lions to pick up that 3rd round pick, and we spent that extra 3rd round pick we had on Cooper Beebe, which I felt like should be starting out there and first team reps with the offensive line. But Tyler Guyton is looking really nice versus Micah Parsons, and I did say that in the draft process that him going up against Micah Parsons will develop him as an offensive lineman, and that will further along mature him into the player that we need him to be. Because I knew that whether I liked him, I loved him, or I didn't like him at all, I knew I had to have some sort of faith or trust into Tyler Guyton, because I knew that he was going to be starting week 1 all the way to the end of the season as long as he stays healthy, protecting my quarterback's blind side on a contract year in his last year of possibly being a Dallas Cowboy. We don't know, but you know, obviously we want as much as prosperity, we want as much success as we want for Tyler Guyton. We understand that really with Tyler Guyton and just first round offensive linemen in general, we don't normally miss. So is it too much of a shocker for me that he is going out here and doing the things that he is versus Micah Parsons? No, I'm not really shocked by that. But again, I am proud to see that because, again, what you saw on tape was he had really great feet, excellent feet. It was everything else. His hand placement when he was striking, he was often leaning on people. And then in the run game, he has some solid run clips and some solid run games as well, because Brian Barnes, who's out there on the ground, and I saw that. Make sure you guys check the We Are All Right podcast with Vosh Lombardi and Brian Bartis. They both talk about how, you know, the last podcast the recent one that he did, not today, but the one on Monday, they talked about how Tyler Guyton did a really good job versus DeMarcus Lawrence in the run game and popped him. Tyler Guyton popped DeMarcus Lawrence, so that really got DeMarcus Lawrence off his guard a little bit. So as long as Tyler Guyton can come in and he can mature as an offensive tackle, and he doesn't look too shy, he doesn't look like a rookie versus Myles Garrett, and he doesn't look like a turnstile, he holds his own and everything of that nature, I think we'll be fine with a guy like Tyler Guyton on our team. Just the main thing is that if he doesn't get a quarterback killed, and he doesn't be the reason why we lose games, we're going to be fine, in my opinion. The next thing that looked really great as well, another first-round pick, but in the draft prior to this one, which was Mozzie Smith. His get-off looks tremendous. Again, strength isn't much of a problem with him. He did show a little bit pass rushing skills today, going one-on-one against Tyler Smith. That was a little bit of a Tyler Smith won that rep. Obviously, you're not going to get much versus Tyler Smith. You're going to have to be a hell of a savant at that defensive tackle spot for you to get Tyler Smith. Like, you have to be one of those Jalen Carter, Dexter Lawrence, Vita Vea type of dudes to really get one on Tyler Smith. But again, Mozzie Smith does a really good job versus TJ Bass, just pushing him straight into the quarterback's lap. And there isn't a whole lot of guards that are like Tyler Smith, Zach Martin. There's going to be a whole lot of miscellaneous guards that Mozzie Smith goes up against. So if we're in a pass rush situation and Mozzie Smith can at least just push the pocket, Micah's going to get there. D-Law can probably get there. Osei can get there. One of our linebackers on a blitzing down can go get him. So I feel totally fine if Mozzie is just, at the end of the day, in terms of pass rushing, is just a pocket pusher. We're going to be fine. But as long as he can diagnose double teams and things of that nature, we're going to be fine with Mozzie Smith as our run tick. Like I said, and I talked about it before, I'm still in his corner. I'm not going anywhere over him because I understand that this nose tackle position is a position that you have to give time to. This isn't, not everyone's Jalen Carter, not everyone's Aaron Donald, not everyone's Warren Sapp, where you just put him out on the field, defensive tackle at, they don't just, a lot of defensive tackles don't come into the league year one and just are dudes. You rarely find it. How many defensive tackles do we all know that just come in and just are dogs? And I know that the Rams, they just had a defensive tackle, Kobe Turner. He did really good last year, but again, those are one-on-ones. Those are different breeded type of defensive tackles. You're not going to get a whole lot of defensive tackles like that come out year one and just ball out. Wanye Thomas did his thing today. He got a pick on Cooper Rush, a pick 6. He looked really good today as well. I think that he will be our starting strong safety this year, or for sure he will definitely get packages. If he does not start, he will definitely get strong safety packages because he's able to cover in space alongside with Malik Hooker. Not saying that Donovan Wilson can't, but Donovan Wilson, Julius Wood, Marquise Bell, they're really great safety in the box safeties when we need help on run support downs. I believe that Donovan Wilson can cover. We saw a little bit of that in 2020, but I don't think that's where he shines. Because a lot of times when I see him in open space versus like Seattle versus San Francisco, when they have him in open space, he kind of looks lost. So it's not entirely his fault. Maybe it's scheme, but I believe he is an NFL player. He can figure it out. But we'll see that happen. Rico Dowdle today looked like he's easily right now looking like the best running back and most explosive running back out of the running back group right now. Time will tell in that position. I still feel like we need to go out and go get a guy, but we're going to see what happens with there. Tyron Johnson is looking like another one of those wide receivers that looks like he can potentially be something, but I just view that Tyron Johnson is just going to be a solid camp body. And as long as he's getting open and guys like Cooper Rush and Trey Lance, he can be their favorite targets and consistently getting open. He's going to make Trey Lance look better. Trey Lance had a deep ball that he threw today where I felt like if that safety wasn't there, I felt like that wide receiver might have caught it, but that was a good shot by Trey Lance by at least trying to attempt to go down the field, because a lot of camp clips that I am seeing that when he isn't too confident in reading the field, he's a one-read quarterback. He looks one way, and then he just tries to take off. So we're going to see what's happening with that. Again, Mozzie Smith looked nice today. Tyler Smith is easily our best offensive lineman. Then again, I have one of these clips where we're doing full team reps, and you're seeing Mozzie Smith doing his thing again in pass rush drills versus Brock Hoffman. I see Mozzie Smith right now driving back Brock Hoffman, and that was another thing that we were talking about with Tyler Biadasz, how we didn't like how he's getting driven back by some of the best defensive tackles in the league. If Brock Hoffman keeps getting driven back by Mozzie Smith and some of these D tackles, we're going to have to throw in Cooper Beebe, because we know Cooper Beebe ain't going to get driven back. But it's fine. It's camp right now. Again, I want these guys like Mozzie Smith to keep stacking on great days. Guyton, I want Guyton to keep progressing, because we already know who we got week 1. We got Myles Garrett. That's number 1. Number 2 is going to be, Zadarius Smith. You're going to have a bunch of pass rushers on that team that I want to try to get a day versus Guyton, and Guyton can't allow it. As long as Guyton keeps on winning days and winning reps versus Micah, I feel like we're going to be fine. I feel like Guyton is going to handle the pressure well. Shout out to him and his development and him wanting to constantly get better. You hear a lot in his clips saying that he never really took a day off ever since he got drafted. Ever since he got his name called, he never took a day off. So with him not taking a day off, him working with Duke Manyweather, the godfather of this offensive line thing, and him putting together a lot of great offensive linemen is really great in my opinion. So we're going to see what Guyton is going to be come down for the regular season. I still want Guyton to get some sort of reps in the preseason because we know how green he is at the position of left tackle. So as long as he keeps getting reps, I feel confident with him going down to the regular season. How does BB progress? I want to see, can he crack the first team starting roster? How's his snaps looking like? I want to know that. Micah Smith, keep progressing. He definitely looks like he did. He's added pounds. He definitely looks a lot bigger than what he was last year. And that's about it for the video, man. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.